I can remember growing up and seeing nobody that looked like me except for my sister. And she was a lifeguard, so I understood that. There were black kids that swam, but I was the one that really kind of did it. Like the lessons, I never forget at the black pool were always open. They were never closed out. They were never shut out. But in the white pool, they were closed out within the first hour, of registration. Oh, I was the only black on the swim team. Trust me, I knew very quickly that this picture did not look the same. And the interesting thing was I was stared at a lot because I could swim as good, if not better, than the Caucasian kids. And I had very good technique because I was taught. I swam on an all-white team. But to me, I didn't care because I just loved the water. So I wanted to swim. So I didn't care if I was swimming with a bunch of dolphins. I just wanted to swim. I didn't care who was around me. I just wanted to swim. So it didn't matter to me as a child. Swim, 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 I say, was started because of a change in my life. And that's about the best way to put it. I was wrongfully terminated from my medical field job, and I was a lost individual. I had wrapped my life so far around my career. When that was taken away from me, the rug was pulled out. First of all, the first thing I looked was for minority swimming companies for some odd reason. And I came up with an Asian woman, but that was it. And I'm like, interesting. But what was more interesting, every single time I put in the word minority, drowning rates kept coming up. And that's when I kind of went, what is this about? And as I clicked, I saw the statistics that said 70% of African Americans don't swim, like 60% of Hispanics. And then out of 9 drownings a day, 6 of them are minorities. And this was something that wasn't difficult to find. It popped up every single time I put in minorities in swimming. And I started just digging deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's when I realized this is an epidemic. You want to talk about guns killing us? I have to tell you, drowning is killing us. Drowning is killing us. And then let me just say this. This is the key about drowning. It has no socioeconomic line. It has no color boundary. And it has no geographic boundary. It is a problem. And if you just start to break it down, then you can see where it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. So that propelled me to start this company. I've had toddlers right up to someone in their 70s taught how to swim. Or we run the gamut, and then special needs kids, which have come to us, all different ages, by the way, from young ones as early as 2.5, 3, all different demographics and all different nationalities. Everybody's treated the same. I'll yell at everybody. And I really don't yell at them. I just speak very loudly. Swimming is a discipline in the water. Do not think that discipline does not go into the classroom, because I talk to them very clearly and I say, don't let your fear here stop you. Your lessons in the pool are not only for the pool, they are to follow them in life and help them when they have challenges ahead of them. It's a sport that you can take from toddler to right into your grave. Because it's a non-weight bearing sport, It's a great exercise. It's an all-body exercise. Swimming helps you with employment, can help you with college education, scholarships, and it also opens up your world very differently than the typical minority sports. It changes who you discuss things with, and people don't realize that. When you're in a conversation with people, you start speaking about swimming. Do you dive? Have you been around the world diving? Oh, so where do you vacation? Have you been on cruises? Oh, if you have, oh, what was the water like? What was the water like in that island? Oh, I got this great swimming hole that's up north. You should really check that out with your friends. That's a whole different conversation than basketball. People don't equate swimming with an economical change, and it can be an economical change, because at 15 years old, when you can be a lifeguard making 13 and change while your friends are making $7 flipping a burger, that's an economical change, number one. Number two, if you're decent as a lifeguard, you can have that job right through high school to college. And here's something else: even if you're smart and you're a good swimmer and you want to go to an Ivy League school, they find out you're a swimmer, they'll stick you in a boat to row, but you got to know how to swim. Now, let's be honest. You get any type of scholarship, you finish college, there's statistics out there that talk about what your income difference over your lifetime will be with a high school education and with a college education. So do not be fooled. Yes, you may not be the Michael Jordan of swimming and make millions and millions, but it will change you economically and financially. We have to look at swimming not as a luxury, but a necessity. That's it. Like reading is a necessity. Mathematics is a necessity. Swimming is a necessity. It is. It is. Put 10 people in a boat in the middle of the ocean. Only 3 of them are getting back to the shore. What does that tell you? 3 out of 10. That means 7 of them have drowned. You don't need to understand statistics. And it doesn't have to be. The CDC, when they did all their studies and all of this was collected, they said in their study, the way that this can be combated is by having swimming lessons. Drowning will never have to exist again. It won't have to be the second leading cause of accidental death among children. It will not have to be a 70% of African Americans don't swim. It will not have to be 9 drownings a day. All of that could go away with swimming lessons. I felt when I was a kid, it didn't look like me. And New York City is extremely diverse. So when I made my company, I wanted it to look like New York City. So I made my company diverse with diverse instructors, because I wanted kids to walk through the door and see someone that looked like them. And I have had everything: Asian, Black, Hispanic, African, you name it. If someone looks like them, then then they can perceive the fact they can do it. Think about it. The Olympics, I mean, Cullen Jones made the Olympic team. Now people said, oh my God, black people do swim. You know, we now have 3 females in this year. You know, it's gonna change the face of swimming. There have been other black Olympians, but it's, you know, been so few and far between. And it's our time. And this is going to definitely change it. This is going to change the face of swimming like Tiger Woods changed the face of golf. It is. It is, and it's long overdue. It's long overdue. It's going to change. It's all going to change.